Happy New Year! Welcome back to another Minecraft episode on the RadioCraft server. I am the Radio Man 03, and as always, it is awesome to have you along. We're down the storage room in Rick Corner, and I put the furnaces right here. nothing too fancy schmancy about that. Just plopped them down, but they're working just fine for us right there. We have all of our materials loaded up in here, and we're doing pretty good. As you can see, we've got all kinds of good stuff going on in here. So yeah, and I've even put a little plant up there. That's one of the dark oak saplings in a pot. I think I'll put some potted plants up on top here. So we've got a little bit of green going on in here, just to add a little flavor to the building. Anything else that's changed? I did take the corner blocks off of here just to give us a little more space to get through. And outside here, where the waterfall used to be, I put a retaining wall here. And this leads down, of course, to our strip mine. And then the zombie spawner's also down there. And then I've added vines all over the place here. Now, we're going to come back. These are the window openings and stuff where the windows are going to go. But we're not going to do that this episode. This episode, what I want to do is I want to take you guys out to the Mesa biome again, but I want to spend a little bit of time talking about where it is we are going to build out there and what we're going to call home. So I want to do that in this episode and kind of a picture this, if you will, episode with you guys. So we can kind of see, okay, this is what Radio's thinking, this is what he's planning on doing, and it's going to be exciting, it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go on out to the Mesa biome, and I will meet you out there, and we will resume the video from there. All right, we have made it through the nether, and we are now out where the Mesa biome is. Now, I think I've kind of explained it last time we were out here, but the Mesa biome stretches that way. I'm going to say 1,000 to 2,000 blocks that way. It's quite massive, and it stretches out this direction as well, about 1,000 to 2,000 blocks. I mean, it just goes on forever. It's a huge Mesa biome. And the beauty of it is that we have this really fantastic complete village right here. Still unsure if there's a library in there, but it's a complete village in terms of the church and the blacksmith and everything else. So we do have a really awesome village to work with. We have the savanna over here, a huge desert. Now, initially, the Mesa biome we were going to build over in that location over there, but I feel like what's going to happen is folks are going to be wanting those clay blocks. They're going to be wanting the desert sand and stuff right here. And this is where we're going to set up a quarry. So I do not want to be over on that side because that's the closest direction to get all those things. Sand as well as the quarry clay and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over in this direction here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly where it is I want to build over here. I found a location. It's a pretty cool location, and it's going to take a little while for me to get there because it is quite a distance away. I should probably make note of this. It is negative 7617. Negative 7617. Got to remember that so I can get back. Anyways, I feel like if we build over on this side, and I've talked to everybody about it, that I'd appreciate it if everybody, when they go to get their clay blocks and their sand, if they go as far out as they can from this area, so it's not all scarred up. Because that's my biggest fear, is that we get off the portal every time when we come in here. You know, we've got just this scarred up land that looks ugly, and I really don't want to have that happen. But I think this biome is just absolutely spectacular. I don't know if you guys have ever actually been in one of these, but it's one thing to see one on video, but it's another thing to actually come and be in one. They are quite beautiful and quite amazing as how they render in. That's amazing to me, anyways. Let's go on up here. We are actually going to have to travel for a little bit. I liked this area for one reason. Well, there's actually several reasons, I should say. Number one, we've got a bunch of coarse dirt in here, and we do have some trees growing up on this Mesa biome, which is pretty cool. I don't know that you find that too much in the Mesa biomes. I know on the other side, on the other direction from the village, that it does not have any grassy areas or tree areas on the whole entire thing. It's void of all of that. So I think we're actually probably getting pretty close to where I was thinking about building here. This is a very good location right here. You know what? I think let's go around this way. This is going to really lend itself, I think, to our sci-fi space station build. That's what I think, anyways. I'm really looking forward to being able to be out here in the Mesa and build something really epic and big and have it kind of stand out in here. And I've got the design in my head already figured out, so I think it's going to work out pretty darn good. Yeah, it is right over on this side. It's over in this direction right here. So if you look down here, the valley of this Mesa. If we come down in here, I want to show you this, guys, real quick. Okay, so right now, if we hit F3 and look, we are actually, the biome is river. Okay, it's not Mesa, it is river, and I like that. So we've got a little bit of river stuff going on in here in action as well, and I like that idea of having a little bit of green and a little bit of river. That way it's not just brown all the time. You know, we've got a variety of colors now going on, which is awesome. And then we've got more trees and stuff, as you can see, growing up on top of here. So that is going to lend itself, I think, to a really cool build with a lot of interesting things to look at when we go outside. Let me keep on walking here. We upped the distance of sight to 15 blocks, I believe is what we're looking at here. I mean, look at that over there. Isn't that gorgeous? That is really gorgeous right there. I still don't feel like this is exactly where I had in mind. I didn't mark it with anything. I just remembered it in my head. Nice cave hole right over there, straight ahead. One more carrot. Carrots aren't going to be something you're going to want to eat much of anyways once the update comes out. 1.9, and we're going to, if it is a carrot, it's going to be a gold carrot. Here's spiders underneath there. Hopefully everyone will sleep if need be. But look at this. This is just awesome. Look at this view over here. That is really gorgeous. I love that. So something up in this area right here that would encompass this would be really nice. But that is the view outside. I think that would look really good. That dark blue water along with the Mesa biome ledges out there. I think that's really pretty. All right, I'm going to keep on walking and keep on talking. Now, what I found was there's like not three pillars, but there's like a middle pillar running through a river biome, much like we saw back there. So that may have been the spot, but it just doesn't seem like that was the one that I was looking at. The other one had a few more larger pillars on it. And as you can see, this is just a massive, look how big this Mesa biome is. It just stretches on forever. We're actually doing a little bit of backtracking right now. So we do have some prairie down there. So we've got a prairie biome down below where we can get access to some animals and stuff to bring them up here. So when it comes time to get our animal cookers in, we can do that. I want to do the cow cooker that I did in the GE71. I want to do a cow cooker, pig cooker, and a sheep cooker like I did there so that we can actually utilize the animals, because we're going to have so much opportunity now. There's no limit on how many animals we can have. Let's hope these guys decide to sleep. Otherwise, I will be putting myself in a hole in the wall, and we will resume when the sun comes up. In the meantime, yeah, let's just keep talking. So, oh, here it is. This is it right here. This is the spot. This is the spot. Now, what I like about this location is, of course, as I mentioned, the prairie's right there. But this is river biome down in here. I love how that kind of weaves right through here like that. Nice little river. So we could do something with the river in there. That's really nice. And then let's go on over here. Hopefully these guys will sleep. I don't think this is going to be a very long episode, but I did want to come bring you out here, guys, and do kind of a picture of this, if you will, and get kind of an idea as to where we're going in the future once Rook Corner's done and we kind of get spawn all built up and taken care of. That's my goal with today's episode. And then next episode, we're actually going to tour around the spawn, because a lot of awesome things have been built recently. So if you look over here, I mean, look at that view, huh? Is that a spectacular view or what? It's really a beautiful... All right, Variety's going to sleep in a bed. We get a little sunset there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, man. So this is the area I'm thinking about building in. This is going to be part of our view right here. That is actually going to be our view. Let's get on that point right there, and I'm going to do the picture this, if you will, part from right over here. I spent about an hour to 2 hours kind of roaming around the top of this Mesa biome. I had picked out a spot on the other Mesa, but then I thought, nah... Everyone's going to be picking rock and stuff away from there, so I don't want to be over on that side. I want us to get far away from that location there and be over here. You can see there's Mesa Mountains way out there in the distance. They look really beautiful in the fog. But this is going to be where the main living quarters, the shaft for the mine, and everything is going to be in this tower right here. Right smack dab in here. Boom. We're going to just do something like this right here. Okay, bam. So, okay, our mine shaft goes straight down to level 8, and that's where our mine is. Now, up here, what we're going to do is we are going to do a very, very large, I want to do like a biosphere, like we normally do with the GEs, where we have this biosphere that circles around the entire area, and everything is located inside, and all we have to do is go down different walkways or pathways and be inside. But, of course, we'll use a lot of glass, so you can, of course, continue to see this really awesome looking biome and the beauty that it has. I mean, look at the grass and stuff in here. We've got some trees even growing up in here. So it's really awesome, but it's going to be a huge biosphere. And basically what we're going to do is we'll be able to come up from the center piece, and we'll be able to take different walkways out to different locations along this biosphere to get to the different things we need. So let's say we have our animals over here. We have our farms over here maybe. We have something over on this side, something over on this side. I don't have it all ironed out yet in my head, but I do have the structure itself. So we have this middle axle right here that comes straight up, and then we have the building that runs around the outside of it in a complete circle. And then we have spokes that come off of this main axle out to that area, and we can travel through those to get back and forth. I want them to be horse friendly so we can utilize horses in here, and that is the goal. So it's a huge build. It's going to take a long time to build, but I think with this going, we're going to be switching to 1.9 here soon. We tried to switch the snapshot over the weekend, and unfortunately it really caused some damage to the game. I wound up having to do all kinds of extra work on the second part of Rook Corner and all that good stuff. So it actually caused quite a bit of damage. So we backed out of that. We're not using any of the 1.9 patch notes. We're not using any of that stuff just yet. So once it comes out, we'll switch, of course, to 1.9 and begin playing on that. But this is going to be home sweet home for us when we do move out to the Mesa biome and get started on our next space station. And that brings me up to another question. What should we name our space station this time? What should it be called? We're going to have all the time in the world to build it and enjoy it and actually hopefully complete it. I don't think you could ever be complete with anything on Minecraft, but in terms of like the GEX1, we didn't get the main structure finished because we just ran out of time and the big change came out and it destroyed the world. So what do we call this space station here? What do we call it? You know, what do we call it? You got any ideas? Put them down in the comments. I sure hope to hear from you guys on that. But this is the location, the beautiful location of our future space station here on the RadioCraft server. Everybody's got different biomes that they're going to build in. CJ's going to be in the jungle. Everybody's got different ideas for where they want to build and what they want to build. So it ought to be an extremely exciting season and a very long season as well, which I'm really, really looking forward to. And in addition to that, Variety 3 is actually going to team up with me, and we're going to work together on this GE. We're going to work together on it, if we call it a GE. But she's going to help out with this one here. Of course, weekdays I'll be able to work more than she will, but on the weekends, this is where she'll be if we're not helping somebody else with another project, working with us on this particular space station. So I hope you're going to be looking forward to that as well. I know I am. I enjoy working with Variety. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time together. So I think that's going to wrap up the episode. I know it's kind of a short one and a quick one, but I did want to get this started and show you where we're going to be in the new year. It's the new year, guys. It's 2016. I think it's January 2nd, 2016. So I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always, I thank you so much for your support. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and superb day, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye, guys.